Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Zachary. Can y'all believe that we still got another 2.5 months before the NBA season starts again? I woke up this morning and I felt like it should start next week. I got excited, but then I realized it is just now about to be August and the regular season doesn't start till October 15th. 75 days from now. Alright, to start off the news today, we got 3 stories, and I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Kyrie Irving anymore, but when I saw this, it was just something that I had to share with you guys. No way I couldn't talk about this at least for a second. All of you know how I feel about this whole Kyrie Irving situation. Kyrie is as good as gone. If there are any fans out there that are still in denial about that, then it is time for you to face reality. He is gone. There ain't no way they can bring this man back to training camp this year after all the stuff that has come out. I feel like if he goes to training camp with the rest of the team after all the noise, like him unfollowing LeBron James on Instagram, and then of course dancing with Stephen Curry while Curry was mocking LeBron James' workout video, Irving won't make it out of that training camp alive. I'm not even sure if he can step foot into the state of Ohio and make it out alive. That's just me being real about the situation that he's in right now. Basically, the whole city of Cleveland, the whole state of Ohio has turned their back on Kyrie Irving. Fans, players, coaches, staff, everyone, even the news channels have turned against Kyrie Irving. Check out this video that came out of the Cleveland news channel a couple days ago.
You're either with us or against us. You have to be tough to thrive here. And if you don't want to be part of our story, that's fine. This city belongs to the king. Cleveland's own Fox 8 News. Oh yeah, enjoy the ring.
Fox News, y'all is so wrong for that. They said you're either with us or against us. You have to be tough to thrive here. And if you don't want to be part of our story, that's fine. The city belongs to the king. Bro, they didn't even just take shots at Kyrie Irving. They emptied out a full clip, reloaded, emptied out another full clip into Kyrie Irving with that video. The thing is though, is that they can say all that stuff about if you're not with us, you're against us, you don't want to be part of our story, stuff like that, yada yada yada. But the thing is, like I was saying, Kyrie Irving will always be part of Cleveland's story. Without him, the Cavs might not have even won their first ring back in 2016. So while it does suck that you're forced to trade him, I don't think you can completely turn your back on him or get upset with him just because he wants his own team, and that team can't be the Cleveland Cavaliers because, like this news channel even said, the city belongs to LeBron James. And overall, it's better for him to tell you guys now that he wants to be traded rather than just stay silent and leave for nothing when he's a free agent in 2019. Next up, we're gonna play a game. I want all of you guys to place your bets on how long you think the Clippers can go without having a player on their roster get injured. Whoever has the most accurate guess wins. Just make sure you don't say it's too long because it probably won't be much longer. This man, Danilo Gallinari, just signed with the team less than a month ago, less than 4 weeks ago, 3 years, $65 million. One of the things that people were worried about when he signed with them was, will he stay healthy? Of course, the Clippers have a long history of players not being able to stay healthy. Look at Blake Griffin. He missed the playoffs in at least half of the season every single year. And the question of whether or not Danilo Gallinari can stay healthy kind of got a little bit of an answer yesterday, as he already done broke his hand by punching someone in the face in the summer EuroLeague.
Round 1. Fight!
Punching someone in the face and breaking your hand. Does that sound familiar? It should, because it's the exact same thing that Blake Griffin did back in 2016 that caused him to sit out with a broken hand. Blake Griffin punched a team employee and missed nearly 2 months doing the same exact thing. Luckily though for Gallinari, the test came back and they said it's nothing major, he won't require surgery, and as long as he rests the hand for at least 4 weeks, he should be ready in time for training camp. But still, if you're a player for the Clippers, stop punching stuff. Don't run when it's not necessary. Don't jump too high. breathe too fast. I only want you guys blinking a maximum of 4 times a minute. Anything else might be putting too much strain upon your body, which causes you to get injured. Now let me chill out, but for real though, stop hurting yourself. In almost every NBA draft, there is at least one player who, when after a couple of years have passed, everyone looks back on the draft, looks at the order in which the players are selected and says, how on earth did this man fall so low? Then we as fans proceed to mock all the teams that passed on him and selected players that didn't live up to the expectation they had going into the draft. Teams that selected bust. Y'all could have had him, but now you got him. Y'all could have had Stephen Curry, but you selected Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio. I'm sorry, Minnesota. And this year's draft class will be no different. There are already at least a couple of players that people are saying this about. One of them a lot of people are saying is Malik Monk when he fell to Charlotte at number 11 after he was projected to go as high as number 6. And the other one, well, he didn't really fall since he landed where he was projected to land, was Dennis Smith Jr. But for the most part, some NBA fans were just hoping teams would realize how good he was and select him before he fell that low, especially Knicks fans. But of course they didn't, and that's a good thing if you are a Dallas fan or Mark Cuban, as that organization got the player that they deeply wanted. See, coming into the draft, Dennis Smith Jr. was seen as a player with elite, unmatched athleticism, maybe not unmatched, but like up there in athleticism. He's a guy that if you see him attacking the paint and you're a defender and he starts to rise up, your best move is probably to get out of the way. See, if you contest that, you could very well get dunked on. There's a difference between being dunked on by like a center or a power forward and being dunked on by a 6'2" point guard. If you have what's best for your career in mind and you don't want it to get ended, it's probably best if you just step aside and let him collect his 2 points. And besides his athleticism, the guy just has tons of upside. Some people are even saying he could be the next young Derrick Rose or even Russell Westbrook. That's just the style of play that he has, and I see it too. A lot of people are really high on Dennis Smith Jr., and that doesn't stop at just fans either. Even Chauncey Billups said yesterday that he believes Dennis Smith Jr. is more than capable of winning this year's Rookie of the Year award. I love him. I think he's got the potential to be the Rookie of the Year in the league this year. I think he's the most polished out of all the point guards that were out there this year. Pro ready, in my opinion. And there's some really good ones that came into the draft this year, and I like almost all of them. He reminds me a little bit of Baron Davis when BD was first coming into the league with his explosiveness. His handles are really good. He can also shoot it. Dennis has really quick hands defensively. Baron Davis, see, that's a name that I haven't heard in quite a bit of time. And I just gotta say that I certainly don't hope Dennis Smith Jr. has the career of Baron Davis. Not saying Baron Davis was a bad player or anything. When healthy, he could easily give you 22-6 or even 23-7 on a nightly basis. When healthy. Thing is, he could almost never stay healthy, which is why I wouldn't wish his career upon Dennis Smith Jr. But I see where Chauncey Billups is coming from. Baron Davis was just another athletic point guard. Maybe he didn't want to put the pressure of a young Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook on him like other people are doing, so he just lowered it a notch to Baron Davis. And that being said, I'm also pretty sure that Dennis Smith Jr. will have a much better rookie year than Baron Davis did. Davis didn't have the freedom that Dennis Smith Jr. will have this year. Mark Cuban has already said that the Mavericks plan to just give Smith the ball and let him do his thing, let him grow, let him develop, which is great, but that's not how it turned out for Baron Davis. I mean, Davis only got 18 minutes a game and only averaged 6 points per game in those 18 minutes a game. Not like a terrible rookie season or anything, but not good enough to win Rookie of the Year like Chauncey Billups expects Dennis Smith Jr. to be able to do. And in the summer league, Smith Jr. definitely showed that he can keep up with the rest of the rookie class when he averaged like 17 points on 45% shooting from the field in like 25 minutes or so per game. But no matter how you look at it, this is about to be one of the closest Rookie of the Year races I know I have ever seen. You got Dennis Smith Jr., Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, Josh Jackson, Donovan Mitchell is a sleeper in Utah. I like Tatum, and maybe if he carves out big enough roles to compete with the other guys, but it'll be harder for him to get as many minutes as the rest of the rookies on a team like Boston. And like I was saying though, overall, Dennis Smith Jr. has to compete with all of these great rookies from this year's draft class, which there are a lot of them. And on top of that, there's still Ben Simmons too, since he will technically be a rookie next year as well. I'm just glad though that this year's Rookie of the Year race will be much more interesting than it was last year. But that's going to lead us to the question of the day. How good do you guys see Dennis Smith Jr. being this year? Leave your realistic stat line predictions for him down in the comment section below. Remember, realistic stat line prediction. Now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. And yesterday, after Tracy McGrady said he'd rather be in the Hall of Fame like he is about to be than be a guy that just won a ring, I asked you guys, what would you rather be? A Hall of Famer with no rings or a guy with a ring but not in the Hall of Fame? And here's what you said. Tracy McGrady is spitting straight facts. Derek Fisher has 5 rings and McGrady has 0. Does that make Fisher better than McGrady? No. McGrady deserves that Hall of Fame induction. Question of the day. I'd rather be a Hall of Famer with no rings. Some of my favorite players have no rings. Iverson, T-Mac, Melo, and James Jones has 3 rings and has been to the final 7 times in a row, but nobody ever gonna be wearing his jersey. It seems like a pretty easy question to answer, but it's not easy at all. There is a certain alluring factor about being able to put a championship ring on. And like Brian Scalabrine said, even if you did ride the bench to get that ring, 50 years from now, you can look back, show it to your grandkids, and tell them that you used to be the star player on an NBA championship team because they won't know any better. So that would be pretty cool, but overall, I probably have to take having a career like Allen Iverson or Tracy McGrady being in the Hall of Fame than being someone like James Jones, even though he did win 3 rings but won't sniff the Hall of Fame. Like always though, don't forget to leave your answer for today's question of the day down in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you once again for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the buckets, Team ICC, and I'm out of here. Peace!